doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L Podcast.
Rocking and rolling. Beezy, Jeezy is in the building. Craziest name I've ever heard in the rap game. Ever.
Exactly.
Where's it come from?
It actually came from one of my childhood friends. Her name was Kinshell. And my nickname is BJ. That's what all my family called me. And we had this little era on the east side where we used to always like Beezy, Easy, like talk like that. And she just basically turned BJ to Beezy Jeezy. So everybody in the hood started calling me that. And when I started rapping, I just ran with that.
That's cool. What part of the city are you from?
The east side.
Cool. Talk about growing up a little bit in the east side.
To me, it's way different than the west side. Like, I've been on the west side, like, for, like, 4 years now, but, like, most of my childhood, I grew up on, like, the east, so to me, it's like, when you go to the east side, it feel like home over there compared to when I'm on the west. Like, when I go to the east side, I see everybody outside, on the porch, hooping, barbecuing. You come to the west and ain't really like that. And then I grew up with a lot of siblings. I got 11 siblings.
Damn.
On my daddy's side. And I got one sibling on my mama's side. So I'm like big on family, you know, very family oriented. So
yeah, that's what the side change is different for you, because one side seems like it's family oriented and a lot of community happening, and the other it's like, I don't know what the other side looks like, but it's not something that turns you on too much. Talk about when you decided to get involved in music.
Actually, all my brothers rap, and my sister that I grew up with in the same house, she used to sing, and I used to be like the shy one, so I used to like write poems and write a lot. I never like expressed it to nobody, and I just always watched them do it. And one of my brothers, he like my favorite rapper, my brother Ram. So I really got my inspiration from him and my sister, for real, and I just found my own style with it and just kind of ran with it a couple years ago.
Cool. What was your first experience like getting inside the studio?
First time getting inside the studio, I was like real nervous because I really didn't want nobody else to hear. Like, so now I kind of got into this vibe where like I just record myself a lot, and I might send my tracks over to get like mixed and mastered, because I feel like I could be my complete self when I'm in there by myself. So I had to do a lot of learning when it came to like recording myself and mixing my own stuff. So a lot of music that I do got out is from me like recording myself and probably having somebody else mix it, because yeah, I got this little thing where I just feel like I can't be my complete self around certain people. So
yeah, I don't know how rappers do it. Sometimes when I see rappers get really emotional in the booth, I'm almost like, like you see me right here. Like,
exactly. Especially if you don't know the engineer, like that's crazy to just bust out crying or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the movie industry is like that too. It's like you cry on set and get all emotional on set, but it's like you're doing it in front of so many people.
Right.
And it can't be easy. Yeah. So you found your own rhythm as far as just recording yourself. When did you feel like you were finding a rhythm as an artist and figuring out where you could place yourself in the scene?
I started traveling with it, and I started like thinking like, let me go to different states and see if other people will rock with this. And I was in Dallas, Tennessee, Atlanta. You know, I did a lot of music like there in the beginning. And a lot of people liked it, you know, and that's when I really was like actually trying to find my style. Then I kind of found like my little niche and kind of just ran with that. And it's like, as soon as I did that, a lot of people started copying off of it as far as like my community, you know. So I just be like big on that. Like,
what do you feel like was copied?
Lil Beezy. Everybody, all the studs want to go viral. But I was like literally like, when I was dealing with this label, Authentic Empire in Atlanta, I had went viral like in 2021 for like performing with a fake little thing on or whatever. And it's like after that, it just became a thing, you know. And like every stud started doing it. The little Strap Town girls did it, you know, all over. Because people was like seeing it, but nobody really had the courage to do that, you know. Everybody thought it was like a real strap on, but it's not. It's like a pillow, you know, so... They get it confused.
So they took that and everybody was going viral with it after you.
Mm-hmm.
You think you got credited for it as like the starter of it at all?
Nah, a lot of people try to make it seem like they did it first. But, you know, you just tell people do their homework. It's like, it's all out there. The video's been out there. The shit that been went viral. It's old to me. You know, it's new to everybody else, but it's old to me. So I just keep going with it. Like, because I feel like can't nobody do it like me.
Right.
I pulled him out anywhere, you know.
So you didn't get too deflated from it. You kind of seen it and just was like, okay, let me keep pushing, even though
Yeah, that kind of was like motivation, because like some people shit went bigger than mine when they did it, you know, and it didn't make me jealous or nothing. It's just like I know I'm the one who started it, so I just kept pushing with it. Like I ain't gonna step out of my square, you know, even if theirs did go bigger or whatever, you know. So I just always stay in my own lane.
Talk about your experience with Authentic Empire. What was that like?
A scam.
Damn.
Honestly, Boom Man, I got real close with them. I spent a lot of money with them, like over 20,000. Like got receipts for it. You know what I'm saying? I had did like a $5,000 distribution deal, and we had signed contracts. Paperwork was right, you know, and they ain't do shit on there, like nothing at all that they supposed to do. It was simple stuff too. And when I let other people look at it, they like, dang, they really got you all the money. And I got to arguing with them about like sending the money back, or at least finishing what they supposed to on the contract. It just was horrible, you know, to the point where like I had to go to Instagram with it because they was ignoring me for months. And once I did that, they blocked me on everything, you know. Boom Man blocked me. And I mean, they got exposed from like a lot of artists for like scamming them, man. You know, I've been to a lot of their showcases, live reviews, you know. I've been out there in their office. I shot my the Freak Bitch video with them. You know, they did that, but they ain't even do that part right. That was supposed to be in our contract, and I paid for everything, you know.
Yeah.
So
you in the contract that said that they were gonna pay for production for that video, and then you ended up paying for everything?
Yeah, I paid for the girls, the prompts, the everything. I even paid for the studio time. I paid for the mix and mastering. Like I supposed to got 5 versions of the mix, 5 versions of the master. It's supposed to got recorded at their studio. Like none of that ever happened. You know? And all they could say was that I will give you like 3 more hours of studio time. I'm like, I spent $5,000 just on that. It was $2,500 to meet with him just to talk to him.
Damn.
So just in one day, I'm coming out of $7,500 cash. Like here, this for the distribution deal, this to talk to you. You know, so.
Did you feel like comfortable dealing with other labels after that?
Not for real. I kind of got like on the independent straight. Like I was just like, nah, you know, I kind of seen what they was doing. And kind of seen their recipe of like how they was making certain artists pop, like Fujiano and all them artists, you know. So I just kind of got on that, and then when I came back to the city, I started messing with Foreign Fortune. So
cool.
That was the first label I dealt with after them, you know. And they both independent labels, so. You know,
yeah, Foreign Fortune is relatively new as far as the records or labels concerned, but I mean they did such a good job with their clothing line that you feel like they know how to invest in stuff, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So what's been the strategy for you right now as far as just pushing everything forward and getting yourself exposure?
Right now I just feel like it's kind of like a rebranding thing, so I'm just like in that mode where I'm just like kind of rebranding myself and making my own merch as an artist, you know, and just focusing on me for once, because that's one thing I've realized that I've been doing wrong is like depending on stuff like these labels or these people with these labels to do certain stuff for me. But me having the knowledge that I got now as far as the music industry, because I did a lot of background stuff, it's just like I know a lot that I could do as far as just me doing it by myself, like independently,
right,
with my new managers, you know, so.
Yeah, that's it's important to realize that too, right? Like they're in control of what they think is the best decision for you, but that might not be the direction you think you should be going in.
Yeah.
But it's hard to oppose them sometimes because they're offering the money, the exposure, everything like that. So it's kind of hard to know like which way to go. So it's been easier for you because you've been around enough to know what to do now, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's kind of your group around you? Who's the people that you can call on and kind of depend on to help move things forward?
Right now I just did a reality show, Detroit Come Up. Right. And I was actually the winner on that show. So it was about like Detroit artists coming up, and we had to do like a lot of different competing stuff to show us as artists and who we was on the show. And like that's who I've been like kind of flocking with as of now, you know.
So everybody have a part of the show is kind of your support system?
Yeah.
Talk about Detroit Come Up. How'd that reality series come about for you?
Fiji, the Foreign Fortune.
Right.
He me and him real close. It's like my brother. So he knew the twins or whatever, and he was like, they got a show. You know, you should audition for it and try to see what's up with it. You know, and when I found out about that, and I kept seeing it on like Instagram and stuff, I just was like, I'm gonna just get at a shot, like see what's up with the realities. I really don't like reality stuff, but I wanted to do that just because it was dealing with music and like different Detroit artists. So I'm like, it'll give me a chance to like build with different artists and stuff like that. So
What was your favorite experience from being a part of the series?
winning. Like winning for real. Like I feel like being there, I was kind of in the stage where I was like shying away from the music, like kind of getting discouraged. But like all the challenges that they had us doing, and you know, keeping us busy, like far as keeping the subject on the music and stuff, it just kind of like pushed me, like put fire back under me, like okay, yeah, this what I'm doing, and this what I'm gonna do, you know. Just seeing all the other artists, even though I love them all, it's just like it was still a competition. So I was just looking at it like that, like if I could win that, and I know I could keep winning and keep doing whatever I'm doing, you know.
Yeah, winning that's like crazy. Like that's like if you ever watch like Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay or anything like that,
Yeah,
it's like everybody sticks together till the end. Because like then, and it's only be one winner.
Yeah,
But you got to be like cool until that point, right?
right.
Like keeping competition alive, but at the same time knowing I have to be the victor. Like I can be nice to you, but I have to be the one who wins at the end of this.
Yeah, and it was actually crazy because 5 days not knowing people and the relationships that was built, it was just like everybody was real supportive. It's like after the show when I won and got everything, I didn't feel like, oh, this person probably hating on me or this person probably mad. Like I felt the genuine love from everybody. Like everybody was actually happy that I won. Like she deserved it. She, you know. So I did like that because if it would have been some hating, I could probably would have been all type of crazy stuff happening.
Did any opportunities open for you after that?
Yeah, a lot of people started trying to want to book me to come to clubs because they start seeing like footage of like how I turn up clubs and stuff. So that's been good. I've been doing a couple shows at different clubs. You know. How
are you able to get the energy going at the clubs?
Actually, a lot of people don't know this. Besides the people that be with me, I be nervous as hell.
Really?
Like, yeah, I be like, I stay like real low key in the club before I perform, and it's like the moment they call my name up there, I'm a totally different person. So, like, it take a lot for me to like get my mind focused on that, cause I done been places. Like I was in Dallas one time and I was doing like a little showcase thing, and I got up on the stage and nobody liked it, you know. Like nobody was clapping, nobody, and I just knew that feeling. Like dang, like ain't nobody even gonna clap, snap, do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, so I know the feeling of getting up there and some people just might not feel it. But then I know the feeling of getting up there and the whole club is liking you know. So I'm kind of like in that stage now where anytime I perform, I know the whole club gonna rock with me. And that's usually what happens.
It's a powerful tool.
Yeah.
That's probably where, also if they look at that footage, for you to get booked more is probably huge. People getting booked like for clubs consistently is really good money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like if you really are doing like 3 clubs a week or something like that, like it's hard to maintain obviously because it requires so much energy. But and then all your friends want to get in for free and shit like that, so there's all that problem with it.
Yeah, and that's like that's not happening because with the promoters, you know how they game is. It's like they'll pay you a certain amount to book you, but like your people is your people. They might let 1 or 2 people in free, but if somebody coming with me and I'm like 20 deep and everybody expecting to get in free, I'm with the wrong crowd. Yeah. You know, it's like, nah, you know y'all all ain't getting in free.
Right. You unfortunately suffered like a recent loss in your life. That if you're comfortable talking about it, if you want to talk about it on the podcast, we can talk about it. But you lost somebody close to you. Can you talk about your relationship and just the progression of the relationship till the end of it?
Yeah, I lost my girlfriend in 2021. Her name was Mika, and basically I knew her since high school. Like we always talked. We used to go together in high school. We was like high school little sweethearts, and like maybe in 2019 when I came back to Detroit, we had kind of got like on a serious relationship, and we was rocking with each other, and we was getting a bunch of money and stuff like that. We moved to Atlanta. But she had to come back and forth for anger management classes. And it was her last weekend where she had to come to do that, and she got her certificate. But in the same weekend, it was her best friend birthday. So she was like, we just gonna stay up here for the weekend. I'm a party, you know. And we just gonna go back home and go to Atlanta. And by the time we go back, we ain't gonna come back to Michigan. We just gonna focus on your music and whatever, you know. So I'm like, okay. So at the time, I had came up here with her, drove her up here, and I had went to Dallas because I had just bought a truck. And to go get my plates and stuff like that cleared. So we was separated for like 2 days, you know, the little weekend. And, you know, for some reason, you know, it was weird. It's because the day that I was leaving Michigan, I started crying, you know, and I'm sitting there like, dang, what the fuck am I crying for? I honestly still to this day don't know why I was crying, but it all makes sense now. Like, I didn't know I was losing her. Like, I didn't know that was going to be my last time seeing her. So we kissed each other. I drove to Texas, talked to her like maybe like 10 minutes before she passed away. She was out at like 2, 3 in the morning, and I was on her head like a girlfriend, like, if I was down there, you won't be outside this late, go to the crib, ain't no reason for you to be out that late. And she obviously just didn't make it to the crib. She got into a bad car accident, like 3 in the morning, so a lady had got drunk or something or off drugs and was behind the wheel and fell asleep, like pedal down, and she came on the wrong side and hit them.
Wow.
So yeah, she had passed away. I was told that she was passed away like instantly, but then actually it started going like crazy on Facebook, and everybody was like sending me videos. You know how people do when you see an accident, everybody pull out their phones. So people were sending me like lives and stuff, and I actually like seen all her last moments, like far as her being in the car, her still up trying to get out, them having to like take the car out with the jaws, and then I actually seen her like on the video taking her last breath, And the firefighters, like once she took her last breath, the firefighters kind of like took a knee. And I just stopped watching the video, because it's kind of traumatizing, but that was the last time, I seen her, talk to her,
No, I'm incredibly sorry. I'm sorry that you even had to tell it over and kind of revisit it in your mind. That's tragic. That's terrible. And it's like you guys were so close, right? Obviously, so for you at that time, you couldn't be there at that moment, right?
Yeah,
you guys were far apart either, so I'm assuming the first thing you did was like fly back immediately.
Yeah, I had to catch an $800 flight.
Yeah.
Here instantly. Like, I got on the plane, numb as hell, like drunk. And popped a bunch of E-pills. Like, I was gone, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really didn't feel nothing. It was to the point where, like, I was so messed up on the plane. The lady kept telling me, like, if I couldn't, like, compose myself, they was going to have to stop and, like, let me out on the next exit type thing. Like, I had to really, like, pull it together. Like, nah, fuck that. I got to get there, But, like, I was really toe up on the plane, like, trying to get here and, like, knowing that I had just seen her, like, 2 days ago. No. And we was, like, two people that just never... We was a couple that never was not together, like far as in the bathroom, in the kitchen. Like, we just never was not together. But, life happens, and it's weird to me, but...
Was it difficult being in the entertainment scene, like, as they call it, like, obviously if it's a same-sex couple relationship, was it easy for you guys to, like, be around and everybody be okay with it? Or did you guys find it, like, difficult to just, like, have your own peace with that?
No, like, she really is the reason why I'm, like, still thriving to this day for my music. Like, she loved my music, Like, she kept it going. Like, she knew more of my words. Like, I go record a song, she'd know the whole song before I know it. So it was just like, with her being gone, it kind of just like pushed me to like keep doing it. But like us being a couple, it always like was cool because anything I was with, she was with it. Like far as videos, recording, she'd drive 9 hours to come to Tennessee just to sit in the studio with me, like with her kids. You know what I'm saying? So like that's how real it was. But yeah, I gotta keep going for her.
With you right now, what are you putting on the tracks? I'm sure a lot of her memory, I'm sure circulates in the music. But what's also been things that you've been putting on the track that resonate from somewhere deep within you?
I look at it like far as like my music. I made one song like far as with her about her past, and then after that I kind of like got out of that and tried to find like the fun part about it. So a lot of my music is more like up-tempo club music, dance music, cause like when I do it I'm happy and I'm excited about it, so I want people when they hear it to feel the same way, so I just kind of like find like what I try to see is like what make me happy, and whatever make me happy I put that out like in my music, and people actually feel it. I feel like that's the only way to be a good artist is just being original. Like I'm not trying to be like when I first started rapping, a lot of people used to compare me to Young and May. I'm like, bro, we sound nothing alike. You know, y'all just saying that because we two studs, but we have no type, like our music is nothing alike, you know. So my whole thing is just like being in the position that I am, I had to stay original, you know, so.
Do you think it makes it harder to, like, if, I mean, you guys call, I guess the words of studs, I don't know, I've never used that before, but does it make it easier or harder, do you think, to delegate in the music scene as a female artist?
I really hate that word. Like, I don't even like getting called a stud. I just say that because I just know that's what everybody know us as. Like,
What do you not like about it?
Because the fact that I just feel like I'm me. Like, I'm not a stud. You know, like, I'm Beezy, bro. Like, people don't know this about me. Like, you would look at me and feel like, oh, she giving off this. Well, I am very, very feminine. Like, I don't never forget that I'm still a girl. Like, you know, so that's just one thing about me. So that's why I don't really like being in that category. Because when people think of stud, they think about females that's trying to be like dudes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just not one of them. I might dress like it, but that's definitely not me, you know? So, but...
But as far as maneuvering in the industry, it's been like nobody treats you any other type of way, right?
No, because it's like the females love it, and then most of the time I make music that guys love, like hood music they can ride about to. So I really don't get like no, you know.
What's been some of your favorite collaborations that you've been a part of recently?
I think I need to collab more.
You're not collabing at all? You got some underground under...
I got a couple. Like I did a song with Tay Dior. It's just not released yet, you know. I did a song with a couple more artists, but like the people that I'm collabing with really is like the people around my circle. Like I got a homeboy named Kimbo. I feel like me and him make the best songs. You know, like some of my top hits is with him. So me and him collab a lot, but he up and coming like me too. I just haven't really like collab with nobody else. There's a couple people that I do want to collab with. You know,
who are you thinking to collab with?
I want to collab with Rocky.
Rocky Bad?
Yeah.
That'd be fire.
Yeah, I want to collab with her. It's a couple dudes I've been looking at. Like, I like Jungle style, you know.
Jungle be cool.
He make, like, my type of up-tempo type of music. So, he another person that I'll probably eventually end up collabing with. Other than that, like, I ain't really, like, too big on, like, all the bigger names for real, because...
Does it feel like they're out of reach, or you're just not interested in their sound?
Like, if I had to just, like, be like, boom, go do a feature with somebody in the industry, it'd definitely be Sexy Red. You know what I'm saying? Because she, like, the man. Me and her, like, go viral. Her or Sukiyana. You know what I'm saying? Them two, yeah. But, like, that's what I think when I'm thinking major. Other than that,
the Sexy Red is like, god damn.
Yeah.
I guess I get it, though. She would be the highest amount of exposure.
Yeah.
Or, like, Glorilla, right? What do you think that would work out?
That'd be cool, too. I wasn't thinking of her for sure, but, yeah, that'd be cool, too.
Yeah. Tell everybody about some of the projects that you do got out now, and also I know you do have a clothing line that's you guys are working on, that's looking to drop soon too. But talk about the projects and the clothing line and everything like that.
My clothing line, I just came out with that like last month. It's Empathy Energy. I feel like that just described me a lot, like both words. Like I'm big on energy. Like I don't like being around negative stuff, negative people a lot, you know, at all for real. So I'm big on that, and I show a lot of empathy to people. So I just feel like that was perfect for me, like as an artist, you know. So that merch is gonna be coming soon. I got a lot of hats, shirts, hoodies, all that's gonna be dropping. I just dropped a summer little hustle song called Paradise Hustle. With a feature with one of the Foreign Fortune artists, Tez or whatever, Hood Rich Tez. Me and him just dropped that like last week. I'm dropping a lot of singles, and right now I'm currently working on an album for my birthday. My birthday July 22nd, so y'all can be expecting that for sure.
Damn. So you're going straight to album?
Yeah.
Damn.
Last album I dropped was last year. It was called Big Beezy. I dropped that last year with Foreign Fortune. That was just mostly like showing my versatility, so it's a whole bunch of just different stuff on there. It's
do you mean like mixtape or do you mean album?
No, it's an album.
Okay, damn. So you're going straight up for it. Yeah. There's rappers that have been rapping forever that's still afraid to make albums for some reason.
Yep. I'm trying to go album mode. I got all my beats and stuff getting made.
You don't rock with mixtapes too much?
I do, but I feel like nobody really listening to mixtape. If I had to drop a mixtape, I'd rather drop a single. Like, me, honestly. Like, I'd rather just drop singles that I know people will consistently listen to and be familiar with than people just going to a mixtape and only might like one or two songs off of it.
Yeah.
You know.
How do you figure out which songs would be worth pushing a single for?
I actually always look at my my Spotify numbers and stuff like that. Like people is big on Instagram. That's what artists need to get out of. Like they think Instagram make you, but it's like who really listening to you. Like a lot of artists that I look up in Detroit, I be like, they got thrust on Instagram, but who really listening to their music? Some of the, I ain't gonna say no names, but some of the known people that you know might got 9 monthly listeners. It's like, okay, it's like, it don't make sense. It was a point in time where I was just staying consistent with my music, and I literally went through a whole list of everybody that was up and coming out of Detroit. Like, wow, I got 12,000 monthly listeners. You know what I'm saying? And they got 100, 5, 200. Yeah. 3,000. You know what I'm saying? So I look at that because I look at the difference between that is Instagram don't really make you as an artist. It just help you for your publicity.
For sure.
But when it comes to money as an artist, because everybody know, like, being an artist is not you. That's your business. So if your business not making money or nobody listening to it, then obviously you're doing something wrong. And I had to figure that part out because it was a point in time I only had 5 monthly listeners or 2 or 0. But now I know how the streaming thing go, and I know pushing a single or pushing the album, wherever you pushing, you got to put like money behind that to get people to draw in and listen to it, whether it's going on blogs, doing interviews, doing skits for it, whatever, that's going to tie back to that single,
Yeah.
And a lot of artists don't do that, so that's why my monthly listeners kind of stay where they at.
I mean, yeah, you just pretty much laid out the blueprint that a lot of artists need to hear, and I'm going to make sure to post that because it's like they really do think that Instagram is the holy grail for everything. It's like, no, that's just a way to promote yourself. You're not making money from an Instagram post unless it goes to something else, like a streaming platform or something where people are replaying your content. So it's like, yeah, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, all these things that's what's generating you money. But that's why people feel so like nowadays. I'm like, I have this new concept that everybody thinks they're famous because like they'll get like 1,000 likes on Instagram and it's like, oh, that's it. I'm big time now. I'm like, bro, everybody's famous then. Exactly. Like everybody's motherfucking famous.
I got a video that's almost had 1 million views on Instagram. One of my reels is 96 cents. Like, who cares about that? Like, I post a reel and get off of it. Like, I really don't care. I do that because I know at Instagram, I just use that as a tool. It's not going to make me as an artist. Like you said, it's just for when I do want to get on blogs or posts or whatever, like podcasts and stuff like that. Like, I use it for that. And that's just the only tool. Really, Instagram ain't doing nothing for artists besides the popularity thing. Yeah. It's like everybody who trying to figure out who's the most popular on Instagram. And it's like once you popular on Instagram, then what? You know? Like,
where's the money?
Yeah, where's the money at?
You gotta figure out how to convert that into money. But most people aren't pulling up the shows. Like, I don't care how many likes you get. If people aren't pulling up to your shows or buying your tapes, I don't know what the fuck to say to you.
Exactly.
You just got a sweet ass fit on, and everybody hit like. Is there anything you want to talk about before we sign off? What do you want to do something crazy right now?
No, I just got it. This is just a part of me, so I'm just mad.
What's about to happen?
He wasn't out the whole show.
Oh my god!
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god!
Lil Beezy, say hi. That's what
exactly
that is.
The size of mine. That's crazy. It's literally the exact replica.
So you know how everybody come on your saying say, "I'm the first one." No, listen. I'm the first one. Literally, I go perform with him anywhere. I'm Big Beezy. That's Lil Beezy.
That's Lil Beezy?
That's Lil Beezy.
How did you figure out how many dimensions you wanted it to be?
I actually was at a freaky ass little store in Atlanta, and I was about to go perform for like the little showcase thing and for Authentic Empire, and I was just thinking of something that was gonna go viral because I knew there was gonna be a lot of people there. And I went in the sex store and we was about to get like a whole bunch of like little balloons, and I was like, that's kind of corny throwing that in the crowd, And I just seen that and bought it.
Yeah. Damn, that's fire. You were definitely the first one, Lil Beezy, to be on the show that is like that. That's crazy as fuck.
It got a smiley face and everything. You know what I'm saying? It'd be happy to see bitches like.
See, when you launch your clothing line, this has to be part of the merch, right? Or are you already selling? Or did you think
I got something in store for that.
Yeah. You have to sell a lot of those.
A lot of different colors of it. Sign it, do something good with it.
That's what I'm saying. It's totally marketable.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy as fuck.
Now you put it up because you looking real uncomfortable.
What? No, it's cool.
He looking at it like, hold on.
I'm just thinking about it's crazy. Did you see we had a goat on here a couple days ago?
Yeah, I seen that.
So now it's like a whole new member of the family.
Yeah.
If you could tell everybody, as far as your journey is concerned, what has been the biggest highlight for you? and what's been the hardest part of it for you? How would you lay that out for people?
The hardest part to me is being like staying consistent. I think that's all like a mind thing, because at the end of the day, what people don't realize is people look at artists that already made it and feel like, all right, they made it, so like they ain't got nothing to worry about. But it's like we all still people. So the hardest part about being an artist is just mostly like staying consistent, giving people what they want to hear, and stuff like that. Because once you're not consistent, it's easy for you just to fall off the grid when nobody listens to you, nobody really care. So that's like been the hardest part for me, because I do got a lot of stuff like that going in my outside life. So I just be like trying to really stay consistent. Like that's been like the hardest thing for me, is just staying completely consistent with this. And I've been on a good straight with that.
Yeah.
And then the highlights is actually getting noticed by people that I thought I wouldn't even get noticed by. You know, like a lot of people hit me up on Instagram and they write me like, I see you working and they be like, dang, you know. So I do be feeling good from that. Like I know, because some of these people don't even follow me. Like Mama Grizzly, she showed me a lot of love on my post. Peasy Mama, that's my auntie, you know what I'm saying? She showed me a lot of love. Like a lot of people like notice what I'm doing and they acknowledge it, you know. So
yeah, that's pretty cool. Mama Grizzly hit you up like that.
Yeah, I just met her. Actually, my cousin got out of jail and I met her.
Really?
Yeah, my cousin Apple, he just got out.
Oh, cool. What was it like meeting her?
It was cool. She was at the event. She just showed me a lot of love. She stuck with we stuck kind of like by each other's side the whole night. She was like, I feel. So ever since the night I met her, she just been like, anything I post, she like it, you know. DM, asking my good, you know. It's all love from her.
Do you think if you ever had kids, you would push them towards artistry, or would you just be like, nah, just do what you want to do?
Probably that or sports, because I was real into sports. I used to play basketball, so that was my thing. Like I was crazy over basketball, so I would want my kid to do either or. But if they don't, it's up to them, you know. But
yeah, I push them towards sports before artistry. I think artistry is hard as fuck.
Yeah, because this industry get wicked, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even the sports are getting wicked. Even like Kaylin Clark gets like so much bullshit for being in the W. I mean, just her. Do you ever watch her games and stuff?
No, I really don't watch the WNBA. Like I had a whole scholarship leaving.
Really?
I went to UPrep. I graduated from there, and I had a whole scholarship. And when I really looked at like 12th grade, I didn't even play. I was like, you know what? Like who really look at the WNBA? like who really watched that? You know what I'm saying? So I just really felt like, man, I ain't even I'm about to find something else to do. As much I love basketball coming up, but
they're trying to do anything to get me to watch the WNBA. They're trying to put Caitlin Clark as like she's the Michael Jordan of the WNBA. I'm like, bro, I watch it. It's just like a really good Lifetime Fitness hoop run. Like
right.
When I'm watching the WNBA, I swear to you, I have friends that can hoop like that.
I watched the college before the WNBA, honestly.
For
like
real?
I watched girls college ball before the WNBA. I can't even sit here and lie and say that I ever watched the game. I probably don't even know who you talk about right now.
Caitlin Clark?
Yeah, I don't know.
She's like that white girl that made it to the league.
Only WNBA player I knew, what's her name? And she probably old.
Brittany Griner?
Nope.
Oh, you're talking about
Lisa Leslie.
Lisa Leslie.
That was the only WNBA player I ever knew of.
You almost get canceled before? Or do you almost say some shit that almost got you really fucked up
All
before?
the time.
For real?
Yeah.
Do you have like?
But that never stopped me. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck what people think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that never stopped me. Like people try to cancel me for Lil Beezy.
For real?
A lot of people love and hate that. Like, you know what I'm
What
saying?
do they hate about it?
Like a lot of people was calling me bull daggers, and
What's that mean?
I have no clue. You know what I'm saying? Like bull daggers, and you a disgrace to the gay community. I'm like, God damn, like why is she putting this? I be like, bro, look how happy he look. Why are y'all mad at that? You know what I'm saying? And then there's a lot of people who love it, like leave her alone. So that junk fire, you know?
Isn't the gay community supposed to be about all like inclusiveness and like be yourself and be who you are?
But guess what? The gay community, I hate to say it, is the main ones who bash me about that.
Damn.
I go perform with that at a gay club, everybody act like they hate me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, especially the studs, like, what is she doing? I go perform at a regular club, everybody love it, think it's cool. The dudes even be showing love like, you crazy, bro. What's your Instagram?
Yeah.
You go to a gay club, they like, no, why does she got that on? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they think I'm gonna take that girl or not because of it. I don't know what they think, but they don't like it.
Do you turn down guys a lot? What?
Turn them down like what?
Like saying no, I'm not interested?
Like, do I deal with guys?
Yeah. Well, I'm just asking.
No, I don't deal with guys.
How often do you have to turn them down though? How often do you have like, nah?
You know, it's funny. I told my mom this the other day. I said, for me to be a gay female and men can actually see that, like more men try to talk to me than women.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm not one of them people that just like, nigga, don't try, you know what I'm saying? I just be like, no, bro, I don't, you know, it's a lot of girls, studs like me that like say that they don't they deal with men, but they really do be, you know. And I'm one of them persons, like I'm very open. Like it wouldn't be a secret if I dealt with a man, you know, so that just is what it is. But no, I don't deal with men though, at all.
You know, is there any aspects of men that you do find attractive?
I had one boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to know. Like I had one boyfriend when I was a teenager, and he passed away too.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? And after that, it was a wrap. And he knew I liked girls. Like, we was like 14 to 15 years old. He had got shot outside the club. And I was crazy over him. You know, rest in peace, L. I was crazy over him, though. Like, little puppy love, you know what I'm saying? But, like, that's the only dude that I ever, like, looked at, like, I want to be with him. Like, I never, ever looked at another man like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's tough, for sure. But still, yeah, for me, like, I don't know. I could never hook up with another guy for some reason. It's just like, I couldn't do it. I don't know what it is. But I'm not going to lie, though, bro. I mean, sometimes I'm not going to lie. If I see, like, a really famous Hollywood actor, like Leonardo DiCaprio, I'll be like, damn, bro, I'm not going to lie. Like, I just I rock with the way you look, bro. I'm not trying to do nothing towards you like that, but I'm just saying I admire and I appreciate your look. Like, how you look.
A lot of people say that about my daddy. When I heard this one man say that about my daddy, he was like, your daddy was a very fine man. I looked at him like he was crazy, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, no, like he was really like a beautiful man. I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, but
I think I should be able to say that. Like, you're a good looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
but I ain't gonna lie, L, man. It's like, you gotta watch that type of stuff because they got this little site out. And I learned this from a friend. You know what I'm saying? It's a little site called Jacked.
what's that?
And it's where all the download men are. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So they hook up with like studs or like transgenders or like other men. But they download, like they have wives. They have whole lives. They like...
secret shit.
Yeah, it's like secret.
Like
It's like a literally straight to the point site. Like
Jacked.
they tell you straight up on the site, like we doing a car run, which means we about to do what we about to do and get out my car. We don't ever call me again.
Oh my God.
Or you could come to my house because my wife gone and don't ever come back. You know, like you got different. And I really didn't believe it till I seen it with my own eyes. Like, so you really be talking to men on here? Like, and they like, yeah, you know. And I'm like, wow. And really hooking up with them is crazy, you know, but they do. So
Yeah.
I guess you kind of got to, as a straight man, you kind of do got to be careful with that because it be a lot of dudes acting like they ain't down low. And you might say that to a man and he probably really thinking like, kid, trying to get me.
No, hell no. All I was saying is Leonardo DiCaprio is a fine-looking gentleman. All right, relax. Look, it was great having you on. I appreciate you pulling up and telling us the story. Lil Beezy, appreciate you being a part of this too. I look forward to seeing the album drop and seeing the results and also the merchandise. If you could throw me some socks or something.
Yeah, I got you. I'm going to give you a whole little hookup.
Appreciate you being a part of this. We're at Parallel Sound Studio, High Level Visual Shootings Productions. We're out. Peace.